Welcome to the Tools for Identifying Malicious Activity Practice Lab. In this module, you will be provided with the instructions and devices needed to develop your hands-on skills. Learning outcomes. In this module, you will complete the following exercise. Exercise 1, monitoring network activity. Exercise 2, using a sandbox for analyzing malicious files. Exercise 3, validating domain names and IP addresses. After completing this module, you should be able to customize the Wireshark application, capture network traffic using the Wireshark application, capture network traffic using TCP dump, analyze malicious code, use whois to validate domains names, use abuse IPDB to validate domain names, and lastly, use the virus total website to verify links. Exam objectives. The following exam objectives are covered in this module. Given a scenario, use appropriate tools or technique to determine malicious activity. Tools. So lab duration, it will take approximately 1 hour to complete this lab. Help and support. For more information on using Practice Lab, please see our help and support page. You can also raise a technical support ticket from this page. So click next. So lab topology. During your session, you will have access to the following lab configuration. Depending on the exercise, you may or may not use all of the devices, but they are shown here in the layouts to get an overall understanding of the topology of the lab. ACI DC01, ACI DM01, ACI Win11, ACI Alma, and ACI Kali. Click next. So exercise 1, monitoring network activity. As a cybersecurity analyst, as a security analyst, several tools are available that can be used to monitor and analyze network traffic. Analyzing network traffic is essential to detect any malicious activities on the network. In this exercise, different network tools will be used to demonstrate how network traffic can be monitored and analyzed for malicious activity. So, learning outcomes. You should be able to customize the Wireshark application, capture network traffic using the Wireshark application, and lastly, capture network traffic using TCP Tom. So, your devices, you will be using the following devices on this lab. Power this on now. Task 1, customizing the Wireshark application. Okay. You will be using the following devices in this lab. Please forward this on now. ACI DC01, ACI DM01, ACI Win11, ACI Alma, and ACI Kali. So task 1, customizing the Wireshark application. So task 1, customizing the Wireshark application. The Wireshark application's view can be customized according to the needs of a cybersecurity analysis. The columns can be changed accordingly depending on the type of traffic that needs to be monitored. In this task, the Wireshark application will be customized to view different type of captured network traffic. So connect to ACI Alma and select Terminal from the Activities window. So Terminal. So in the ACI admin at localhost window, type the following and press enter. So sudo Wireshark, then password. enter. So in the Wireshark Network Analyzer Windows, ensured ETH0 is selected and click Start Capturing Packets. What's that? Then start capturing packets. In step 4, click Activities and Firefox. Opening the Firefox browsers will generate web traffic captured by the Wireshark application. Click Activities again and select Wireshark application. In the Wireshark application, click Stop Capturing Packets. In the Wireshark application, right-click the Now column and select Column Preference. Step 8. In the Wireshark Preference pop-up window, untick the following tick boxes. So, No, Destination, and then Length. Then step 9, click the plus Add a New Column button at the bottom of the screen. Step 10, double-click New Column in the title column and type the following: Dest address. Double-click the number in type and select Dest ano? Dest address unresolved in the drop-down menu. Then click the Add New Column in the button. Then double-click New Column. Then this port. Then click the number and the type column. Then select drop-down this port unresolved. So step 15, double-click time. Then select UTC time. Step 16, the Wireshark preference window, select Info. And drag and drop it below test port. Click OK. Click View, Time Display, Format, and then Seconds. Note, leave the Wireshark application open for the next task. The columns can be added or removed depending on the network traffic type that cybersecurity analyst needs to monitor and analyze. Step 2. Capturing network traffic using a Wireshark application. In this task, the Wireshark application will be used to capture network traffic. In the Apply a Display filter, enter the following and click Apply Display Filter. HTTP Then note, a filter has been applied to display specific network traffic that is being captured in the example. The HTTP traffic is being filtered. Step 2. Select the first record on the captured package and expand transmission control protocol in the middle pane. Note, from the captured traffic, it can be determined the destination IP address for connecting to the internet is 192.168.225.255.13 and the destination port is 8080. In the lab environment, the proxy server address is 192.168.255.13 and uses port 8080. Click Clear Display Filter in the Wireshark application. Where's that? Uh, Step 4. In the filter field, enter the following: ip.addr space equals 192.168.0.0. Shit. So ip dot addr equals equals space 192.168 point 0.0 dash 24. Click apply this filter. In the Wireshark application, click the source address column. Note, applying the IP.addr equals 192.168.0.0 slash 2 full filters display all the traffic from the different hosts captured by the Wireshark application. A service security specialist can use this information to determine the different types of traffic from different hosts and if it is legitimate traffic. In the Wireshark application, select the protocol. Note, the captured traffic can be filtered by clicking the specific columns according to the port destination or source address. So close the Wireshark application. So depending on the traffic, a cybersecurity analyst needs to monitor different filters can be applied to the Wireshark application. Please visit the following website to investigate the full list of different types of filters that can be applied. So that's the website. So close. In the unsaved packets pop-up window, click save and then file name. ACI network traffic. Then click save. Note, the captured packets can be saved, which can be analyzed later or used as part of the investigation by cybersecurity analysts. So task 3, capture network traffic using TCP dump. The TCP dump application is a command line utility that can be used to capture network traffic. In this task, the TCP dump command line utility will be used to capture network traffic. Step 1. Connect to ECI Alma, click Activities, and select Terminal. So in the terminal window, type the following: sudo tcp dump dash dash list dash interfaces. Enter. Then the command is executed to determine which network interface on the device will be used to capture network traffic. So connect to ACI Win 11, right click Start and select Windows Terminal Admin. So in the Windows Terminal, type the following. So ping 192.168.0.4 dash T. Enter. So connect to ACI Alma in the following in the terminal window. Sudo tcp dump dash n dash space, sorry, wala nag-ano. Sudo tcp dump dash n icmp dash c ten dash vv dash w icmp traffic dot pcap. Enter. So note, the TCP dump command can be executed with different parameters to capture network traffic. In this example, it is used to capture ICMP traffic generated from an ACI Win 11 machine and save the .pcap file. So sudo or shark ICMP traffic .pcap. So note, the captured traffic using the TCP dump command has saved to file and can be viewed using the Wireshark application. So the terminal window, clear, then sudo tcp dump dash I eth0 dash nn dash v port 8080, ay 80 lang pala, dash w http traffic pcap. Enter. So note, the TCP dump utility can be used to capture various network traffic using different parameters. To see more details of the different parameters, type the following command: click Activities and select Firefox. So click Activities and select Terminal window. The terminal window, press Control C. So the terminal window, type the following: sudo wireshark http traffic the pcap. Enter. So in the Wireshark application, select the test address column. Note, the captured traffic can be filtered accordingly using the Wireshark application. Connect to ACI Win11 and ensure the Windows terminal is open. Then Control C. And next. Exercise 2. Using Sandbox for analyzing malicious files. A Sandbox solution can be used to analyze potentially harmful or malicious files. Windows 11 has a sandbox solution that can execute these malicious or harmful files without affecting the host operating system. And this exercise, a malicious will be executed in Windows Sandbox. So learning outcomes. After completing this exercise, you should be able to analyze malicious code. You will be using the following devices in this lab. Please power this on now. ACI DC01 and ACI Win11. So connect to ACI Win11. So close. So click Start and select All Apps. Then scroll down and select Windows Sandbox. So from the taskbar on ACI Win11 device, select File Explorer. The File Explorer, select Documents, right-click Goodbye, and select Copy. In the Windows Sandbox from the taskbar, and then right-click the desktop Windows Sandbox device and select Paste. Huh? So double-click Goodbye file. The Windows Sandbox is an additional feature on Windows 11. A cybersecurity analyst can utilize this feature to execute suspected malicious code in an isolated environment. In this case, a suspected batch file is copied into the sandbox to verify what will happen if a user executes the file. Click OK. Then step 9, click OK on the Windows Sandbox pop-up window. Note, after the file has been executed, the device will be restarted. This indicates that the file is malicious and could potentially cause damage if executed by the user. Click Start and All Apps, and then open the Windows Sandbox from the menu. So close the Windows Sandbox window. Reopening the Windows Sandbox shows that any changes made to the devices have been reverted. A cybersecurity analysts can use this application to test the impact an application will have on a device without having any persistent changes. Click OK on the Windows Unlock pop-up window, then close all open window. So step 5, exercise 3, validating domain names and IP addresses. The Whois website can be used to resolve IP addresses to domain names. As a cybersecurity specialist, it will be needed to validate the IP addresses that access resources on the network. In addition to validating IP addresses, the Whois website can be used to validate domain names. In this exercise, the Whois website will resolve IP addresses to domain names and validate domain names. So learning outcome. After completing this exercise, you should be able to use Whois to validate domain names, use Abuse IPDB to validate domain names, and lastly, use the VirusTotal website to verify links. So you will be using the following devices on this lab. Please power this on now. So ACI DC01 and ACI Win11. So who is or task one, use who is to validate domain names. So in this task, the who is website will be used to validate IP addresses and domain names. So connect to ACI Win11. Open Microsoft Edge from the taskbar. So in the Microsoft browser, browse to the following URL. So in the who is search bar, type the following and press enter. So note, this who is website has resolved the IP address to a domain name. From the result, it can be seen that Microsoft owns the IP address. A cybersecurity analyst can enter detected IP addresses to determine the source or owner. So in the who is search bar, enter the following and press enter. So note, the information on the ACLU learning domain name is ACIU Learning domain name is displayed. From the result, it can be seen that the website is hosted on Amazon Web Services. There is also further information on the domain name. So you use abuse IPDB to validate domain names. The abuse IPDB website can verify if an IP address has been reported for abuse. In this task, the use IPDB website will validate an IP address and domain name. Browse the following, or step one, browse the following website in the Microsoft Edge. So step two, in the check field, enter the following and then press enter. So note, the website IP address is resolved from the domain name. From the result, it can be seen that it has not been reported for abuse. Click on who is 1.04, 104.18. Huh? What? The abuse IPDB used the Whois website to resolve the IP address to a domain name, which is resolved to CompTIA.org. More information about this website, for example, the different subdomains can be found. In the following, enter the following IP address in the check field. Close the Microsoft Edge browser. So note, the entered IP address can be seen and has been reported several times, and the location is in South Africa. Scrolling down the result page, the different reports can be seen. So task 3, use the virus total websites to verify links. So the virus total website can be used to verify domain names, IP addresses, or suspicious links received via email. In this task, the virus total website will be used to investigate a suspicious IP address. So connect to ACI Win11, open Microsoft Edge from the taskbar, and browse to the following URL. So click search on the virus total website. Then in the search field, enter the following. Step 4, in the back arrow in the Microsoft, or click the back arrow in the Microsoft browser. Note, the virus total website only recorded one abuse report on the specific website. The results may vary from different vendors depending on the number of reports for a specific IP address. In the URL on the virtual website, Then enter the following in the search or scan a URL field. Step 7, click details on the result page. Close the Microsoft Edge browser after following the Details tab. Note, more on the URL information is available and can be used to determine if the website has potential risk. The VirusTotal website can also be used to upload links received via email, which can be analyzed to determine if it's malicious. Keep all devices that you have powered on in their current state and proceed to the reviews section. So review, well done. You have completed the tools for identifying malicious activity practice lab. You completed the following exercise. Exercise 1, monitoring network activity. Exercise 2, using a sandbox for analyzing malicious files. Exercise 3, validating domain names and IP address. You should now be able to customize the Wireshark application, capture network traffic using the Wireshark application, capture network traffic using TCP dump, analyze malicious code, use whois to validate domain names, use abuse IPDB to validate domain names, and lastly, use the VirusTotal website to verify a link. So submit feedback, shut down all virtual machines used in this lab. Alternatively, you can log out in this lab platform. So done.